Hello friends, today we will be solving the LeetCode problem which is called the two sum. As you can see on my screen, this is the simple and easy problem and the mostly asked interview question as well. The fun part is we will using the Rust programming language, and for every LeetCode problem we will be using the Rust. It's a fun part, and also the other thing is we will I think we can solve this in an easy way, but in this video I will show you guys like the two approaches here. First one is the simple one, which is the brute force, and we will compare check each pair for the target, and the other is the more optimized and robust way. The It's like more kind of a faster approach. We will using the HashMap plus complement, and this approach will be much faster. And after when we done writing a code, I will show you guys like what's the time complexity of between these like the brute force and the other optimized way solution. So let's get start without wasting any time. Let me move this screen here. Okay, so let's just start and okay, and here. Okay, so we will say that. Okay, okay, so the first thing we need is obviously our main function here, and what's the data for that? Okay, we will define our nums here, which will be of 32, and this will be a vector, and the values are 2, 7, 11 and 15. Okay, so for the first example the target is 9, so we will define the target here is 9. Now what we need to do, okay, I think we need to create the function first. First approach will be a brute force. So we will call this a brute force, and this will return as a vector 532. This function will take two parameters, two params. First one will be obviously a nums, which will be a vector of 532, and the second will be a target, simple I32. Okay, so now we have the function here. I think we can do that. The brute force approach is very a simple one. There is nothing complicated, and we have obviously have to use the nested loops here. And for that, we will start with from 0 to nums dot length, and there will be sorry about that. Okay, and there is a second loop will be start from the second index to not a second index, I plus 1 will be fine, to the nums dot length, and okay, and use the nums dot length. Then I think we should define the variable here. Okay, now it's fine. We'll just use the n. So now the approach is simple. We just have to add the indexes, and if it's equal to a target, then we will just simply return the vector value, vector. And for that, if we will check for the nums of I plus of j, if it is equal to target, then we will return the vector of I and j. Okay, and as this two sum brute force function return type is vector, thing outside the loop, we should have to return the empty vector as well, just for the safe side. And I think this should be an I32 and I32 as well. Okay, so this is a simple one. Now we can test it. Let's see. The scope. Okay, sorry about that. It's num dot length. It's compiled successfully. Okay, we got the 0 and 1. Okay, so our code is working perfectly fine for the simple brute force. And this is the simple code, and as you can see, we have used the nested loop here, so the complexity will be big O of n square. And I think we can write this as well. Okay, this is the complexity of this current function, and you can see it's working perfectly fine. Now the second, the more optimized approach, the faster approach, we can code that as well. For that, what we need, we will create the function, and this will return the, and the parameters will be same. For that we need the hash maps. So hash maps, we need to import the hash maps here from the library. Collection.hashmap. Yeah. Now what we need to do, we will define the map for hash. Okay, and I think this should be immutable because we have to update it. So what else we need here? We need to loop through it for every time. Not a loop, we need some kind of a complement here as well. We have a target and we have to minus the so in this case we need the index and the value as well. For that we need to start, we call the iterator function, because we will change this num will get I and num. We will get this reference to the numbers by using the iterator function. And now if we need index, we need to use the enumerate function for that. Okay, and now what we need to do, we need a complement here. So this is the tricky part. This is the metric which like create a difference between this two sum and the brute force. one with this single line, all the logic get changed. We are using the data structure with the one this simple math step, and we will achieve the more speed. Just if you see, we have to do, like, we have to check for a plus b equal to target, right? But for that one math trick, what we need, we will do it here, a complement, and we will minus the target from this number. Okay, so let me explain this. We will use the a on the both side. So by doing so, we will get the value of this b equal to target minus a. First we will check for the complement if it exists, and we only have to check the partner for that number. Let me, now it's again, we have target minus num. What we need to do, there is a map get function. We will pass the complement here. If this exists in a map, in a hash map, is this number, this complement, then it means we need to return the vector of, okay, one more thing, let sum, because this map function will return reference to value. Okay, what else we need to do? We will just simply return the vector, and outside the loop we have to get this as well. And just to let you know, that's the HashMap get function returns the option enum, so that's why I have used the flat with the sum. And so if the complement exists in the map, we will just simply return the vector with the two indexes, and the sum will param will have that value from the map. Okay, now we need to insert, there is an insert function for the hash map. We will insert the num here, the number like the 2 and the index. Okay, let me clear, this is the array. Okay, 7, 11 and 15, and equal to 9. Okay, so now see, first time this we'll check for the complement, that is 7 minus 9 minus 2, which is 7. And we will check for the map function, there is no 7 here, and we simply put the number 2 on with the index 0. The next time we will check for the number 7, so target will be 9. 9 minus 7, 2 complement exists because we have added in the previous loop iteration. And with that approach, we will get the 7 plus 2, which will be equal to the 9. So that's why we'll be returning the 0 and 1 index here. Okay, I know this approach is a little bit, not a little bit, a more complicated one with this data structure or the math trick, which is here the complement equal to target minus num. But you can use this above approach as well. But the problem here is the speed. With this one simple line, you have remove the second loop, the nested loop, and the speed will be much faster as compared to the brute force one. So the time complexity for this complexity will be big of n here. Okay, so this will be much more faster approach. Now what we need to do, I think we can call this as well. So let's test this. Okay, we got an errors, not a one, couple of errors. The error. Oh, okay, I got it. I got it. Here is the Rust fun part. The most fun programming language I have ever worked on, and this is the fun part of this, like the borrowing or the removing the ownership or using by the references. This is the error. Let me show you the error one more time, so you will have an idea about the Rust as well. If you are new to Rust or you haven't worked on Rust, this will be like confusing or more like a difficult one for you guys. But if you work on the Rust, then you will get an idea. This is the common error. So we have moved the nums for the println as to brute force function, and then again we have used for the two-sum as well. So value used here after move. So we have moved the value, so the vector will not exist. After that, this nums will be removed from the memory. For that, what we need to do, we can easily there are two approaches. One is if we clone this, like if I call a clone function, this will work as well. But instead of cloning, I think we will pass this by a reference here. And what we need to do here, we have to that this is a reference of I32, and same is the case for the two sum. Okay, we have to update this as well. And I32. Okay, we will test it now. All the errors get removed, and we will run it. In both cases, we will get the 0 and 1, 0 and 1 index. So it means our two sum brute force and the two sum function both are working perfectly fine. And what we need to do now, I think you guys will have an idea about the time complexity, or like with the one line of a code. That's why different people write a different code. There are different approaches. That's the reason one code is different from the other. One is more optimized, and the other people code is the slower one. And if you are in industry or in the professional life, you have to write the optimized way, because for managing the large complex softwares, you always have to write a better code. You have to use the better approach as well. And for that, what else we need to do, I think we can test the example 2 as well with the different approach. Okay, there is it, which is 3 to 4, 3 to 2 and 4, and the target is 6. Okay, we will test this as well. We will get the 1, 2. Yeah, the answer is 1 and 2, and we will check for the third as well. Third example we will test. So with this, we knew about our function is working perfectly fine, which is 3 and 3, and the answer is 6 as well. The target is 6. Let me compile the code and run it. Okay, 0 and 1, we got the perfect answer. Okay, now everything is working perfectly fine. Let me clear this code. And okay, so we have to push this code as well, and I will attach the link in the description of this video. So if you guys want to test this code, or just to learn about this code, so I will attach the GitHub link in the description. For that, I think we should have to add some kind of the comment on the top of it. So if someone open this file, they knew about the what's this problem about. Let's do some description, and you will copy description from here. And what we need to do, let me indent this. Okay, there's a problem in the description here. And what we need to do, we will just copy all the three examples here. Okay, and here's an example two. Sorry about that. So now we have the comment for this current program. So if someone try to clone this repo or this repo, and the person will have an idea about the what's this code about or what's the problem. So problem is two sum, and I have this description, example 1, 2, and 3 for the understanding this code. Okay, what we need to do now, we will push this code, and then we will submit our solution to our LeetCode problem solution. Let me check this code one more time. I think we should move this to, and we will all use actions here. And let me test one more time. Okay, and everything is working fine. Should be a 0 and 1. Yeah, okay, the answer is 0 and 1. And we need to check it. Okay, so let me check the GitHub and see. Yeah, okay. Now I have only a code file, okay. And on the top of the file, it's a problem is mentioned. Problem to some description and everything is mentioned. Okay. What we need to do now? We have to submit this code. Wait a second. Let me move this code. Okay. First, I will paste the brute force code here, and we will try to test it. Okay, so see, all the three cases are accepted. Perfectly fine working. Answer is perfectly fine. Now we will have to check for the simple two sum, which is the more optimized solution, and we will submit this solution if it's perfectly fine. Okay. Oh, what's the error? Okay, sorry about that. We have to HashMap. Okay. Now we have to run it. This will be fine now. Okay, that is working perfectly fine. All the three cases are working. Case 1, 2, and 3. Now we will submit this one. Okay. Okay, accepted and submitted as well. Okay. And we have to push the code as well. So that's it for now. So have a great life. Okay, stay safe, explore new things, learn new things, and remember that sky is the limit. And most importantly, and on top of everything, stay healthy. And thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.